Let's roll. Hey everybody, it's Date with a Day Poo time. Nick Wasiliev here on beautiful Awapical country, and for today's episode, we're doing one for the romance lovers. For today, I speak with self-confessed daydreamer, consumer of reality TV, chocolate and Taylor Swift aficionado, Bridie Blake. When she's not writing, she works in administration, but today we're here to talk about her hilarious romance debut, The Boyfriend Clause, published by the wonderful folks over at Text Publishing. You can get it down in the description box or at your local bookstore, or indeed check it out at your local library. Joining me all the way from beautiful Wiradjuri country, Bridie, welcome to Date with a Day Boo.
Thank you so much for having me. I am going to cling to that word, hilarious. That is just, you've made my day.
It is. This is a great book.
Thank you.
I love diving into romance novels and diving into that space. And it's been an acquired taste. It's not usually what I go for, but doing this podcast, you come across a lot of wonderful, beautiful, amazing romance novels. And for context, we're speaking in early to mid-March. This podcast will come out in April, but your book has been out in the world for a week.
For a week and recording, 2 days.
Yes.
Very specific.
And very specific. But you had your launch last week at Readings in Chadstone, hosted by an absolute queen and fellow Date with a Debut alumni, Holly Broombauer. So to start off with a softball opening question, how does it feel to finally be a published author?
Weird. Like, it's weird. That's it. It just doesn't feel real. It's like I've had my launch. It's been out. I've gone into bookstores to look at it, and I'm like awkwardly touching it when I'm in there, and it still just doesn't feel like it's there, that it's mine. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre feeling. I keep waiting for it to feel real.
That's fair. And to be honest, I don't think it does quite change. You get into that situation where it's like a baby in a fire that's gone off and had a life of its own, and suddenly it'll come back. But it's often it's such a strange beast to still see it up here, weeks or months later. Wait until you see the second-hand versions turning up that have been well used.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's when it'll hit me. Be like, oh no, that's been read. That's got dog-eared pages. We're good.
So I also love, there's a few pieces out there around this book already on the internet before we dive in, but there was a wonderful piece that was put out on the Australian Writers Centre, and for any readers or aspiring writers who listen to this podcast, go check it out. I will include a link in the description, where you talked about your process of learning how to write. And I love to talk about this part first before we dive into the book itself, treating the job, the art and the craft of it. And I love, there's a particular part of it, there's a quote you have, I can't remember it off the top of my head, where you gave yourself permission to keep going. And it is, I love that headspace and mindset, because it's filled with self-care. It's like, I'm going to invest time in myself to write this. Talk to me about that experience of getting published, and specifically that, that self-care and allowing time to write that you had to go through to get on the other side of it.
Yeah. I mean, it did take me a long point to get to that mindset, because, you always kind of saw it as like, oh, this is something that I'm going to do. Will it ever get me anywhere? Probably not, but I'm just going to keep doing it. And then, it was when I did those courses through the Australian Writers Centre, and I was getting feedback and it was positive, and I was like, oh, okay, we might actually be able to do something here. And so it was just giving me that permission to keep going with it, and to finally, I say finally, it took 20 years of trying to write before I got this publishing deal. So it's not like it was something that, happened just, off the bat. Like it was a lot of hard work. But yeah, it was just, I that's what I say to people. I was like, give yourself permission to write. If that's what you want to do, just do it. Absolutely do it. Invest the time in yourself to do it.
Yeah, I think the hard part a lot of people get when they're first writing their first manuscript or whatever is the figuring out the art and craft. You're just kind of it's hard. It's really hard to find the time to do that. deadlines, there's no pressure. Like, it's just you and your own intuition leading it. Out of curiosity, what was it like? Yeah, absolutely. Like, what was it like making the transition over from those courses and stuff to then actually going, you've got this deal with text publishing, you're working with a professional publishing house. What was it like suddenly pivoting over to that when you realized, oh, I have something that people want to read that these people think is worth their time?
It was the most terrifying experience. And I know I should be saying it was so exciting and it was great, and it was, but it was also so terrifying that it was now that it wasn't just myself that was accountable. Like I had people I had to send things to. I had deadlines. I couldn't just write when I wanted to write. You've got to treat it like a job. So, you know, I was turning up during edits. I was going through some health issues and stuff. So it was actually really, really difficult. And normally I would just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to do it because I'm obviously not feeling great. But it's like, no, you've got people waiting on this. You've actually got to put your butt in that chair no matter how you're feeling and just do it. And so it was, yeah. So I mean, terrifying. Good, but terrifying.
Yeah, that's funny to me though. I think I've had kind of a contrasting experience. First draft for me, for my first book, was a nightmare. Like, it was terrifying. Had a similar experience with having a similar experience with my second book that I'm currently writing. But I'm finding for me, I loved editing. It was because I was like, here's this splodge I've made. Now it's molded into something nice. So it's funny that you've had a kind of
it's interesting because I think when I'm drafting, I sit there and I'm like, oh my God, I hate drafting. I want to be revising and editing. And then when I'm editing and revising, I'm like, oh my God, I hate this. I want to be drafting. I love drafting. So it really depends on what stage the book is at as to what part I actually enjoy. But yeah, I think it was just, it felt like you were doing homework and that you were handing it back like an end of year exam. Somebody's going to be grading this. So it just felt like there was a lot of pressure to get it right in the best way, because it was, you know, a great end of year exam.
Ad break time. Stop the podcast. Hey everyone, just thought I'd stop to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by Podpixels, the Trent Dalton of professional podcast platforms. Question: do you have a desire for a great podcast? How are you going to build it? What about the design work? Won't it cost a fortune? Fear not, for Podpixels is a simple, done-for-you website service built specifically for podcasts. They are here to deliver that professional look to your podcast to make it easier for listeners to find your show, and all for one great monthly price. From hobbyists to pros, Podpixels has you covered. Their team provides domains, website hosting, backup, security, and support, handling the full setup and making sure that your show is up to date and allowing you to focus on what you do best, podcast. With Podpixels, you can achieve your full podcasting vision. They are the ultimate one-stop solution for anyone looking to build an online home for their podcast. Check them out below in the show notes and tell them that Nick from Date with a Debut sent you. Thank you, Podpixels, for sponsoring the show. Well, without further ado, let's talk about this end-of-year exam that you worked on for so long, and that is the boyfriend clause. So everyone who is on the YouTubes of Tubes on YouTube, it is up on the screen now, but you can also check it out in the description box. You can check it out at your local library. I love this cover, by the way. It's so
pretty.
It's so pretty, and I love it. I
adore it.
Your colors and so we've now reached the point of the show, if you have ever listened to a show before, where I ask our authors to provide a 1-minute pitch. I'm assuming, given you've just come off a launch, that you are well versed, you're ready to go. Bridie, what is the boyfriend clause about?
Okay, let's do it. So the boyfriend clause is a rom-com about a cafe owner with a fake boyfriend, an overinvested mother, and a loan agreement that cares far too much about Sabrina Fogarty's love life. So in order to save her business and her sanity, Sabrina ropes in her broody neighbour, best-selling author Adam Whitaker, for a mutually beneficial fake dating deal, only to have him invited along on her family holiday to the UK. So one week of forced proximity, awkward pretending, and inconvenient chemistry later, and this carefully staged romance threatens to become something real. How'd we do?
And she stuck the landing perfectly.
Did it?
Absolutely. Yeah, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
It's the most stressful thing to do.
And the worst part is, like, you get better and refined at it, but no matter what you do, is before you start, you go, oh God, am I going to get it right this time? It's whatever. But great pitch,
literally.
Great stuff.
Yes.
Doing the show, I've come to having had multiple romance authors on the show over the last few seasons, I've come to appreciate the balance that romance authors have to have, because put simply, romance authors are so much fun to chat to as well. You guys like that.
Great.
But the great thing about this book is you have all of these wonderful elements and tropes that play your heart like a fiddle, like a slow burn love story, fake dating, even a one bed situation at one point. But it's also intercut with well-realized, more intense themes that give it a bit more bite, which I really like.
Yep.
Some of the family scenes, particularly, and discussion of family dynamics, it can, be quite biting and very real. Out of curiosity, what was it like playing with the fun tropes of romance novels? Because I can see that there's a clear love of romance in your craft, in your pen, but also finding that balance with getting things right in a good rom-com.
Yeah. I mean, I love a trope. Give me all the tropes. I just stop myself from putting in 100 of them. But yeah, I just think they're fun, and they just, I don't know. Readers love them, so we love to use them. It's just, in doing so, I think really trying to make it fresh. I think sometimes they can get a bit stale, but I think, you have good characters, you have interesting people behind the tropes, and it's always going to be, I think that's what is going to keep it fresh, and that's going to keep it fun.
I'll kind of address the title immediately. The idea of a boyfriend clause tells me a lot about this poor bloody scenario that our protagonist Sabrina finds herself in. First of all, I just need to give you your flowers about the Fogarty family. They have such a loaded dynamic. Different people express their power in certain ways while really pushing those underneath down quite a bit, which makes you naturally really, really root for her. Because I actually think, I'm going to go out on a limb here, I think Sabrina's doing great. Like, she's actually...
I think so too.
Yeah, I think she's doing really she's doing well in life. Someone, she's got this cafe, she's starting this business, she's making a name for herself, starting out really well. And yet, when put into this family situation and talking about family dynamics, it's I just found it dangerously incredibly relatable to a lot of family dynamics. Quite limiting. I mean, talk to me about writing family dynamics particularly, because it's kind of a dance with different characters, and I also love the fact as well, particularly, that the most biting criticisms come from her mum, her mum Anne and her sister Gabby. Those two in particularly I found very, very interesting in terms of both family dynamics and this is a member of their family they're talking to who actually isn't doing too bad in life, but that's the precious thing she finds herself in.
Yeah, no, it is. I found writing this family so incredibly interesting. I am one of 9 children, so I come from a big family, and so I wanted to explore the dynamics a little bit. I have been Serena a little bit in that situation, not with them digging at me, but in that feeling of just, I'm not as successful as my siblings. I'm not going to be the smart one. I'm not the athletic one. I'm not the funny one. I'm not the one, who's going to be out there making money. I'm like the weird little one in the corner with her laptop. And so that was something that I really wanted to explore in this book, is just that feeling of just being surrounded by people who look like they've got their life together. Whether they do or not, we'll see. But I just think that's something that I have dealt with myself through no fault of my siblings. They're not out there being like, oh my God, we're better than you. Nothing like that. But it's just when you grow up with that many siblings, you're always going to feel that at some point. And so it was really important to me to draw on that experience and bring that out in the book, because I do think it is something that is relatable to a lot of people.
That's so true, because I mean, it's not. I mean, while we have a family dynamic here, this is quite a universal thing. This could be happening at a workplace. This could be happening with friends in a friendship group, and it's the whole idea of finding your voice is kind of something that continues to permeate throughout the story. And I think this is a good chance to pivot over to Sabrina, because I mean, I think personally this book is absolutely hilarious. It is so much fun. It's despite us talking about these themes initially to begin with. And Sabrina's the heart of that. This heart of gold, this woman. Like,
she's brilliant.
Works hard, brilliant copy maker, baker, in a situation at the start of this novel where her business is struggling. The big thing about her is brilliantly identified in the middle of the story by Adam, when he kind of says, you struggle to find your voice, particularly in this family dynamic, and the scene where Adam is like, your voice matters. Like, there it is. There is her button that she's trying to break through, or thing that is her growth in this story. Tell me about writing Sabrina, and tell me about her. Tell me about Sabrina.
Oh, Sabrina is a joy. I aspire to be like Sabrina. She is just happy. She's positive. She's going after her dreams. She's basically just like, this is what I want to do. I'm going to go and do it. She's doing everything she can to please her family, despite them constantly putting her down. She's still trying. And she's just, I'm just going to say it again. She's a joy. She's absolute joy. I want to be best friends with her. I want to hang out with her. She just likes to see the positive in every situation. She does struggle to see the positive and the good in Adam. It does take her a little while to get there. I think that's why they work. I think she lives in La La Land a little bit, and he grounds her quite a lot.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I think there's so much joy, because she's got a naturally really beautiful, optimistic voice that just kind of comes off the page, no matter the situation she finds herself in. Adam, I went on a journey with Adam. I really, he really brings the slow burn to this romance. Like, he does. He's a famous novelist, struggling to write a sequel, and he's at the start. He's really shy, really standoffish, so blunt. There are moments where I just thought, "Oh, you bastard! Oh, you bastard!" But of course, as the story goes on, he reveals himself to be very perceptive. He does, as a lot of us authors are, quite observational. And also, that's a great thing is what's going on on the surface is not at all what is going on underneath. Tell me about Adam, because he is. I think he's where this story comes, like, suddenly supersede, like, goes big. As that foil.
Yeah, so Adam, I've got a real soft spot for Adam. I'm actually quite similar to Adam in that I am shy, I am introverted. It takes me a while to warm up to people. There were some people that I meet that I'm just like, we're instant best friends. But for the most part, it does take me a little while to get comfortable with someone. And then once I do, you open up. And so I really poured that into Adam. I've been told I come across as blunt. I sometimes say things and I'm like, oh, God, you shouldn't have said that. So I do resonate with Adam quite a lot. And I just think he's special. Once you get to know him, he's got a heart of gold. He really does. And he's just, Sabrina crashes into his life. He's just trying to move his boxes into a building, and she's just like, yeah, no, I'm going to ruin this day for you. And, that's a lot for somebody like him to deal with. And he is struggling. He's trying to write his novel. He's just trying to do his best. And she's like a little tornado.
Yeah, I feel like we should probably also address that topic, which is, I want to add, no spoilers. And for any people romance lovers who might be listening to this podcast and not familiar with this story at all, but the introduction to this book is hands down one of the best introductions to a romance novel that I have ever read. I'm giving you your flowers here.
Thank you. I love it.
pissed myself laughing. I have no comment to add here. Nailed it, no notes. I'm just glad that you brought that scenario to life on the page. I dread to think if it happened in real life, but if it results in an opening this good, fuck it, it was worth it. It was
so good. But honestly, like, how do you then get these two people to fall in love? Like, where do you go from there? I was like, why am I doing this to myself? This is not going to be easy. But I love that first chapter. That opening scene is, to this day, like the favorite thing I've ever written. Like, adore it.
Yeah, it's so good. Just anyone listening to this, just like, if you want, pause the podcast now and just go read that chapter. It's not long. You'll not regret it. Obviously, we want to shout out all the great support characters. You've got a great little cast around these two as they kind of navigate this story. It's great you cut back from this trip as well to key moments with Hattie, Sabrina's best friend, business partner. I loved her whenever she appeared. She's really fun. She's great. Sabrina's family, very eclectic. I need to go back to Gabby just because I mean, maybe it's because she's the one that you clash the most with as the author. Yeah. But I like her I like what you've done with her in terms of my writer brain. But she had moments where she reminded me of like a female equivalent of Adam Scott in Step Brothers. Like just this sister that just lays her success on so thick. And
she does.
So thick. And then also, I mean, Diane, like it felt like everyone is having to fit around her in the family.
Absolutely.
And like all the times that she shouts from another room to interrupt a moment. Damn it, Diane.
That's why I love her. She's so good. So in my mind, Diane was Mrs. Bennet from Pride and Prejudice, but a little bit nicer.
Oh, that's a great shout out.
Yeah, that's basically like where the inspiration for her came from. I do need to say she's absolutely nothing like my own mother. I think my mum's terrified that she's Diane. She is not.
No, she's great. Just tell me about this. Tell me about this family, because this family dynamic is just. It's where all the conflict comes from. It's so loaded.
Yeah. And I loved writing this family. They were just such a blast. Like Gabby, Gabby is rough. Like even writing her, I was like, oh God, everybody's going to hate her. But she kind of means well. Like she's just, she is who she is. And that's part of her story, is that she's, got to be a little bit more self-aware of the things that she says. But yeah, so it was really tricky to kind of make her semi-likable towards the end. I don't know if people do like her towards the end, but I remember, first readers kind of reading it being like, oh my God, I hate her. I want to jump through the page and slap her. She's so awful. I was like, just stick with her, I promise. She gets better. She does. But yeah, she was an absolute blast. And then having like Tommy bounce off her a little bit as well. So Tommy the cousin. I liked having them as like a duo that just their entire lives were spent picking on Sabrina, and they thought it was all in good fun. And so, I really liked having those two together. And I just kind of like that Tommy just kind of like pops in and out every now and then. He'll kind of like slide in with a comment, and then we don't see him for a bit, and then he'll come back. And then obviously like Diane is just the absolute centre of that family. It is her world. They're all just living in it. She runs that family. Nothing gets past her. And I think her and Aunt Carol as a little dynamic duo were an absolute treat. I adored writing those two. They were just so fun. Through them, I got to do the ridiculous, and I think that's why I like it. All the other characters, you kind of like ground the story a little bit, but those two, I could just do whatever I wanted.
Yes, and I do want to ask you more, but I'm also fully aware that if I did that, we'd be here all day. And I also, at the end of the day, guys, we just go and read this book. This family dynamic is so fun. We haven't even got to like Natalia, and we haven't even got to the dad as well.
Dad and Uncle Max. There's so many.
The Fogarty family is chaos ensued, but also a lot of fun.
It's so much fun. Like I miss them. Like, I genuinely, like, the book's out, so I'm not spending every day with them anymore. I genuinely miss them. Like, they just brought me so much joy. Yeah, like, I just adored them. I know it's sad, isn't it?
No, not at all. I think it's lovely that you have. Makes me just think, like, I wonder if there's another story in there, like following another one of the Fogarty family. You could turn it into the Fogartyverse and
Maybe.
just like have.
Oh my God, we could.
Because there's enough characters in there to like.
There is.
To do something.
I know. I need to come up with more T-shirt ideas, and I don't know, it could be a whole thing.
Out of curiosity, seeing as like, you know, there's so much in there, and you, as you kind of say, it was 20 years to make this book. It was a long journey.
It was a long time to get here.
Out of curiosity, now that you are at the other end, the book is out there and will find its way into the hands of readers who will love it and devour it and piss themselves laughing at that opening scene and then enjoy the love that flows from it. What did writing the boyfriend clause teach you? Be it Bridie the person, Bridie the writer, Bridie the individual. What did doing this exercise teach you?
Oh, that is a really good question. Now I feel like I am in therapy. Like, therapy's not just in the book, guys. It's on a podcast. So I feel like, writing there, what it taught me, and it's something that I know, and so I don't know why I forgot that I know this when I was working on this book. I'm not a chronological writer. And so I don't know why with this book, I was so adamant, we're writing chronologically. We're going to sit there and we're going to do scene by scene by scene. I've never done that before in my life. I've written, like, this is book's number 17 that I've actually written. So I'm like, you would think that I would remember that I don't write chronologically. So I had real moments writing this book where I wanted to throw my laptop out the window because I was just like, I hate this thing. It's not working the way I want it to. And normally when that happens, I jump ahead and I write the final scene or I write something that happens later. So yes, that is something that I did learn. Again, already knew it, but I guess I had to relearn. You do not write chronologically. Don't force yourself to do it. And God, about me, the person, honestly, just to stick with it, to stick with what I want to do, stick with chasing after the dream that just feels so impossible.
That's a great answer to that question. It's nice to know that you, like, someone relearning something from this exercise. Like, it's a reaffirmation of a lesson that proves its value to you, which is always great. Out of curiosity, what's next for you? What will we see next from Bridie Blake? Or are you going to have a rest? Because it was a bit of a journey.
Oh, God, no.
Story.
I don't rest. There is no resting. God, no. If I'm not writing, I don't know what to do with myself. It's literally like, it's something I've been doing for 20 years. It's so ingrained in me. Like, my writing times, they're so set. I'm like, if I'm not writing at that time, I'm like, what do people do? Do they leave the house? Do they actually go and do things? Like, I would have no clue. So I am going to continue writing. I've got so many rom-com ideas that I want to touch on. I love this genre. I think it's just so fun to write in. Yeah, they're not getting rid of me. I'll just keep showing up with books.
I like that. That's a good. Yeah. And I like as well that you've, because you had a bit of a journey as well with, like, doing a YA course, I believe, as well with the Australian Writers Centre. So the fact that you've now landed in romance and found something awesome.
I love it.
I can't wait.
I've
more.
Found it.
More exciting stories. I like it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hey everyone, Nick here. I'm excited to announce that I've launched a brand new book newsletter featuring book reviews, recommendations, latest news from the publishing world, opinion pieces, short stories, and more. One monthly newsletter, no spam, just the good book stuff. The sort of email you're glad shows up in your inbox. Sign up now for free, and for a small additional monthly fee, get early access to Date with the Debut episodes and exclusive content, including special extra episodes with our guests, Second Date, where they run another gauntlet of rapid-fire questions. Subscribe to my newsletter in the show notes below. we'll finish this podcast. We like to close out the podcast with a rapid fire part of the date where I fling a bunch of questions at you and you give me the first answer that comes to your head. Bridie, are you ready?
Yep, no. But hit me, let's go.
All right. As Dumbledore said in Harry Potter and the Goblet of the Fire, prepare yourself. No, not really.
And she's gone.
No, she's run off. So, my first question to you is, what is your favorite book that you have read in the last 12 months?
Okay. Can I pick two?
Of course.
Okay. I can answer this then. So, book one, The Butterfly Women by Madeline Cleary. Have you read? Oh my God, obsessed with that book. I am so obsessed. So I told so many people to read it. Oh my God, like my dad read it. Friends at work have read it. It's so good. It was just beautifully written. It made me cry. It made me smile. It was just perfect. The fact that was a debut, I'm like, how was that a debut? It was so good. So good. And then the other one, and this book is very, very special to me. What Did I Miss? By Holly Brunbauer. So I was very, very lucky that I got to read Holly's first draft. We were swapping chapters as we wrote them. So The Boyfriend Clause and What Did I Miss? And so it is an absolute joy now that both of our books are out. And I just remember reading hers and just thinking, oh my God, this is a masterpiece. Like, this is so good. It was so perfect. It's hilarious. It's heartfelt. It made me cry. Books make me cry. If a book makes me cry, we're golden. So, yeah, they were my two favourites from the last 12 months.
Great answer to that question. I had both of them on last year. Butterfly Women is one of my favourite books of last year. I mean, phenomenal. I latched on to Joanna so hard in that story. Like, just an amazing character. Love Joanna, love Harriet in that story. And the fact that it's also based on actual historical, like she did so much research for that. Did you know now that you can actually go and did someone come up with a you can do a tour of the Butterfly Women. Yes.
I kind of want to go and do it, even though Madeline has no part in it. I'm like, I still want to kind of go and see it.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's going to happen. I need to do it.
It's in my city. I'm going to just go and do it. I'll do it on my lunch break. It'll be fine.
I appreciate as well you shouting out Holly Brunbauer. If anyone hasn't checked out Holly, she is an absolute amazing book. Also, she's an absolute queen when it comes to great advice on 100%. Getting started as an author. I point anyone in her direction as well.
She is fantastic. She has talked me off many a ledge. She has just been, her DMs are always open to me. It's so lovely. Poor thing. She probably regrets sliding into mine to begin with to swap chapters because she's now stuck with me.
Moving off and onto the subject of debut books, given the title of this podcast. What is your favorite debut that you've ever read?
This question I sat on for so long, and then I was like, why are you sitting on this? There's only one logical answer. Looking for Ella Brandy by Melina Marchetta. Is there a better book? That book to me, that was what made me want to be a writer. So my sister read that book out loud to me when she was studying it in high school, and I was that was it. I was gone. So yeah, that's my answer.
Oh, that's a great answer. I don't think we've had that.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had that.
You haven't
before.
No, and I can't believe it hasn't been an answer. That's why I'm honoured to be the first to give that as an answer.
Oh, I love that. Okay, you are a coffee and cafe aficionado. It comes through in the book. At the risk of saying, I obviously don't answer exactly where you live because that's a bit strange, but do you have a favourite Melbourne cafe that you go to, like Adam does?
So when I'm working, because I work in the city, there is a place there where you can get a really nice coffee and it's really cheap. So I'm not going to say where it is because I don't want a whole bunch of people to go there and make me wait longer than I already do to get my coffee. So yes, I will say that place. And then there is a place near where I live where I meet my writing group of a Saturday morning over coffee and pastries to write. And they make a killer pastry. and a killer coffee. So yes.
I don't want to be presumptuous, but there's a particular. I'll also throw in an answer here. There's a particular cafe in Melbourne which is in a repurposed building on a laneway. I mean, that's so fucking generic when I say it like that.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, I know. But they serve just white coffee and just black coffee, and I love it. It's It's in town. It's in town. Yeah. We're not going to mention it yet because we also had to wait. We also had to wait forever at that place. But it's a particular place that is like a hidden gem, and I discovered it online. And every time I go back to Melbourne,
nice. You always go down the laneways. That's where all the good places are.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite word?
Oh, you know what? I listened to your podcast, and so I knew this question was coming, and I did not prepare because I don't know why I didn't prepare. So this really is a rapid fire. Okay, yes. You know what I love to say? Precariously. I just think it sounds nice. Precariously. I don't use it often, but I really quite like to say it.
Oh, that's a great word because it's got different parts to it.
Yeah.
What is precarious? I have questions. I must know more.
Oh God, don't ask me what that means. Dangerously. When you say something's precariously close, dangerously close. Oh my God, I feel like I'm at school. Did I get it correct?
Yes, you did. It's a good answer.
Did I? I got an A on that one? Okay.
Have you ever actually received an apology cake?
No. God, I want one though. Yeah, no. And it would need to be chocolate or a cheesecake. Yeah, that's what I would want. Or a cake made of donuts, because donuts are my weakness. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, here comes my mean question.
Oh God, yeah.
Yes, you are a self-confessed Taylor Swift fan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not? Your house is on fire, and you can only grab one album. Which one is it?
Oh my gosh! You know what? I go through stages. At the moment, Midnights. Hardcore obsessed with Midnights. Before that, I would have said Folklore, but no, Midnights is my 24/7. That's what I'm listening to constantly. Yeah, that's what I'm taking.
I go with that's a good one. That's a good one. My answer would have been Folklore. I don't know why. I think that's my favourite.
No, I did love Folklore, and that would have been my answer solidly for a good couple of years there. And then Midnights over the past 18 months, it's just become my obsession. There's no skips.
Yeah. And then final question: are you happy?
Oh my God, we really are in therapy. Am I happy? As of this very moment, yes, I am. 20 years, 17 manuscripts, my book's out, and it's in bookstores, and people are reading it, and no one's told me that they hate me yet. So, yes, I am happy.
I will say, as a little subtext to that, eventually someone will post a negative review, and if they do, I was happy when I got my first 5-star review.
Yeah.
I was overjoyed when I got my first 1-star review because
to get it over and done with.
I don't know. Yeah. I created someone that someone disagreed with so much that they wanted to write a negative review.
Oh my God, that's actually so true. That's you inspired somebody. I mean, didn't inspire them in the best possible way, but you inspired somebody to get online to be I hate this.
That is how you know you made art.
That's how you know. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so true. Okay, I'm waiting.
I could honestly. Yeah, it'll come one day. That sounds so mean when I say it.
No, it will come. It will come.
It's been such
crazy
a joy.
if it doesn't. Oh.
Yeah, it's been such a joy chatting with you, Bridie. For everyone listening, if you enjoyed this discussion and you also particularly enjoyed this rapid fire question, we've also got a second exclusive show that we are literally about to record straight off the back of this, which is called Second Date, where Bridie and I chat more about her reading habits, as well as other rapid fire parts. We're about to record it literally after this. If you want to check that out, you can also sign up to my newsletter, which will be in the description. But for now, Bridie, it's been such a pleasure chatting with you about this beautiful, wonderful, amazing book and your journey. For everyone listening, The Boyfriend Clause. It's published by Text Publishing.
It's
Thank you to them. It's out in the world. It's there. You can go and read it.
It's
you can
there. It's real.
It is. You can get it online. You can go to your local library and check it out. You can get it everywhere. Is there an audiobook? I'm assuming there's an audiobook.
It's on its way. So that is coming in mid-April.
When that comes out, actually, that'll be when this podcast is out. So for everyone listening, there will be an audiobook by the time you listen to this. But Bridie, thank you so much for bringing this book into the world and for being on the show. It's been a joy.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.